recently talked about some of the things Raid added into the game that were really great for players, but of course there's more we want to see. So for today, I'm actually going to go ahead and take a look at some of your suggestions. Hey you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. For today, as I mentioned, we are looking at your suggestions. So we are actually going to go ahead and hop into the Raid Discord and take a look at the suggestions log and kind of analyze things a little bit. So the first suggestion, I think I'm slightly covering it up, but essentially they are asking for a draw feature. They're saying that they would like this in live arena where if they know it's going to be a draw, they don't want to wait 20 minutes for that to actually happen. Now, I will say I have been doing live arena, but I haven't gotten to the point where it's been a match to reach a full 20 minutes. But I mean, I guess that is kind of a fair point. If you know it's going to be a draw, you can tap it, your opponent can tap it, but you're still kind of at the mercy of waiting for your opponent to do so. So, I mean, it's got like 4 upvotes, 2 downvotes, but it is a newer suggestion, so it's kind of 50-50, it looks like on that. I don't know. I personally haven't gotten to the draw point, but I don't really see harm in adding that to the game. Next up, we have somebody asking, isn't it time for new mission champion? Some more Doom Tower champs too. Endgame players are essentially looking for more stuff. Now, the newest champion that they kind of added in was for Faction Wars Hard. That is one way you can get one. So I guess they kind of recently did something, but it is tough to actually go ahead and finish that. So, I mean, I don't mind more free champions, honestly. Somebody else is essentially asking for more of a class of champs with revive skills. Lots of upvotes for that one. So hopefully we do see that coming into the game. It's always nice to have a reviver in different factions, especially when it comes to faction wars. Another one here, in battle in info page, write the enemy names. There's avatar and debuffs, but no champ names. With almost 1k champions, how are we gonna know them all? I will say I agree with this in the sense that I've definitely come across champions and I'm like, this is like, it would be amazing to know them. So I'm gonna up that, but in more places than one. I've said this before too, when I'm doing live arena and I have no idea what the champion is, I simply have to know them based on avatar. It's not working for me, so I'm all about that. So another one is saying that they just essentially want Raid to be made fun again, or make any new content fun. People are kind of getting frustrated, leaving the game, bored of the grind, and they want a challenge, not too challenging, but something fun. And they're kind of leaving it up to that. They just want to know, like, give me something fun, Raid. So I will say, me being a newer player, I am still having fun with the game because there's still things that I need to get done in the game. So for me, I'm still coming across the challenges. I'm still figuring out teams. Like, I'm still in the fun part of the game versus I know some people that are more end game. Maybe you don't have as much going on. Now, they didn't suggest anything specifically. They just said, like, Raid, give me some more fun. So maybe you guys have some suggestions. What do you think that Raid can do to actually make the game, I guess, more fun for yourself if you are kind of in that end game boat? Because again, I think for myself, I haven't quite reached that point where I'm looking for that yet because I still have so much that I need to get done. We have another one here, this one for live arena. Make the bot in live arena pick champions and do their turn in 1 second instead of waiting 10 to 15. It's frustrating to have to sit and wait for a bot to do its turns and picks for several minutes each time. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Doing live arena and coming across a bot and you know it's a bot and you still have to wait the full amount of time for them to actually pick a champion. I would love for them to implement this suggestion. However, I don't know if they will, because I learned that there was bots, of course, in Raid. The more that I did different things in it and did more live arena and lost battles, I realized that. But I had some comments asking, being like, hold up, there's bots. So I think they're trying to, like, not make it, not necessarily like not make it obvious, but you know what I mean? They're just trying to put it in as if it was a player. But honestly, yeah, speeding that up would be delightful. Another one here, announce game-breaking bugs in game. I just lost 2 take arena runs because of the current bug and only found out about it when it came to DC. A little warning pop-up, people attempted to run the content. I haven't come across this yet, thankfully, because yeah, that sounds like it would be frustrating. So I will say that's not something I have personally come across. We've got nerf stone skin. Unless you have the ability and champion survive a 2-round onslaught from the other team, pretty much forced to use stone skin. Might as well get rid of the other sets of gear. So this one, it looks like people are kind of disagreeing with. And I guess in the sense is there's always going to be counters in the game. There's things that will pop up in the game and you have to figure out how to counter or work against it, things like that. So in this case, it's really just about, I think, picking the right champions. And I mean, that's fair. They're saying if you don't have the champions, like, that's it. But I don't know if there will really be a nerf for Stone Skin. If we go ahead and look at Stone Skin, like, what can they possibly be nerfing in there? So with Stone Skin, essentially, the more sets you're using, the bonus that you're getting. So looking at this and how they can actually nerf this, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they really would, because they have it kind of stacked up in a nice way from one set to 9, or from 1 piece to 9 pieces for what you'll actually get. From 8% HP, some resistance, percent defense, all the way up to Stone Skin shield value becomes 75% of HP. I guess you can nerf that, maybe. That's high, but like I said, it looks like most people are kind of disagreeing with this one. So I mean, I have all of 3 pieces of Stone Skin, so I haven't gotten to really like take full advantage of it yet from my point of view, but I don't know, you guys got to sound off if this is maybe something that you agree with. This next one I agree with, because it's something that I've been thinking about lately, but essentially it's saying getting rid of the red dots for leaderboards and referrals, please. I don't care about the leaderboards, and I've been playing for too long to need reminding that referrals exist. Irritating having to clear those dots every time I log in or something resets. This was actually something I noticed about raid, kind of like, I don't necessarily want to say like early on, but kind of. You see all the red dots that are kind of everywhere. I've gotten used to it. It is a part of the game now for me. But one was in the index. Like, anytime that you have a champion or pull a champion, I would love, if you're going to have a red dot here, give me something to collect. Give me some gem, energy, something just for viewing the champ. I don't know, viewing the lore, something at the bottom saying you've read it. But clicking on it is going to get rid of the red dot, but I'm not going to go through and click on every champion to get rid of it. Imagine if they added something in where you just like, oh, collect energy, collect crystals or something. That would be nice. Now, they are specifically talking about in here leaderboards. So for this one, to get rid of the red dots in there, essentially letting us know, and the referral. Now, honestly, they're everywhere, right? The red dots are everywhere. So I will say it would kind of be nice if they didn't have them. I have kind of gotten used to them. I made them part of what I see on screen. But now that you've pointed out to me and I'm staring at them, there are so many. But for myself, I would say in the index, I gotta click on every single one. Just give me something that makes me have to go in there and collect it. So I mean, that is a resounding yes from me. And I did kind of scroll through some of these last 2 here, because I mean, I could scroll for days and days and days, but I wanted to look at the recent suggestions. If you guys do want more of these videos, so let me know. We can take a look at what other people are saying. But another one is talking about live arena, and they just want more of a fair matchmaking, because nobody cares if it's based on seasonal points if you match a level 85 player against players with 30 or 40 mil power. I talked about this the first time I ever did live arena, that I was like just getting into it. I was going up against people who had like way higher power than me. Blew me out of the water completely. There's a reason I'm still in bronze and trying to climb back up. The matchmaking is definitely kind of, and I think part of that is that there's not enough players actually doing live arena. So it would be great if there was some way to combat that. I mean, they have bots, and there's people that you guys have specifically said you will intentionally lose like your 5 battles just so you can get matched against a bot to get those dailies done. So I wish there was something else in there that would essentially entice us to do more live arena or something. Fair matchmaking. I'm not sure how they do that, but totally fair. And this is one that I also like the way that they've kind of worded it and explained it. Does make sense. So quickly kind of going over it, essentially giving us a quick battle type of thing for an arena or a tag team arena, especially if you're fighting against like a one-man defense, or I think there should be some threshold when it comes to, I guess, power and the team power you have versus they have. I do think if it is something that is like super different, spaced out, let's see if I can find an example in arena. Like here, perfect example. So I've got 158k power, they have 26k, and I understand, I know that team power doesn't mean anything, but for something like this, rather than clicking start on auto, imagine if it was just like a quick battle is what it would say, and it can give you like a 2-second loading thing and then just say victory. So instead of having to watch all this, just have a little like this victory pop up, because based on your power alone, you're gonna win the battle. Like when you're going up against weak teams like this, where it's clearly a farming defense type, you don't actually have to go through it. It doesn't have to be for every battle. Like I said, maybe if they can do it in some way that with your power, is the only way I can really think of is team power, and having some type of a gap in there. So rather than going in and having to do all these like meaningless battles that you know you're gonna win, a quick battle would be amazing in here. They're also asking for it in Tag Team Arena, so similar idea, rather than having to go in and like click on everything and see like, oh, what's the power difference? Can I do it? If they just had some type of a like quick battle, that would be nice, especially for Tag Team Arena, because you guys mentioned it was one of your least favorite things to do in Raid to get your battles done. So maybe it would entice you more if there was just like a quick battle that you could win. I mean, I do think that would make things just a little easier. So for sure, this is one that I would totally agree with and love to see added into Raid. If you download Raid Shadow Legends using my link, I'm actually going to start you off with the free Legendary Champion on day 1, and then at level 10, level 20, and level 30, you'll get yourself an Epic. That is 4 amazing champions that you can get just by downloading using my link. Sound off in the comments below which of these suggestions you agreed with, what you maybe disagreed with. If you enjoyed this video and you do want to see more of this where I actually listen to what you guys are wanting and we talk about it in a video, then do let me know in the comments. Be sure you also subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos as we deep dive more into the player experience. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!